Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture is My Life. Now, this episode will sort of be attached to responses to certain questions asked over the Acupuncture is My Life app from individuals in several countries regarding sleep. And after going into detail with some of them, they began to realize that the culprit for poor sleep was due to sugar, believe it or not. Many were surprised, especially my audience in the Netherlands. And if you don't already have the app, download it. It's at the App Store, and it's free. And you can ask any question you like, receive notifications, and so much more. But to many individuals' surprise, they came to realize that it was sugar that was actually causing them to experience poor sleep or poor night's sleep. And I've spoken of this several times in the past. You know, basically consuming a large amount of sugar at night, right before you lie down to go to sleep, it causes your blood sugar to spike. And when that happens, your pancreas begins to release insulin. And it's been proven, there are tons of studies that have proven as well that sugar increases restlessness at night, and the end result is you'll wake up in the middle of the night. Now you see, insulin is responsible for helping your body break down sugar and convert it into energy. But this is not good when you should be asleep. And when you're consuming large or too much sugar before bedtime, you'll begin to feel overstimulated and restless due to this excess energy. Understand something. Sugar and sleep, they both start with the letter S. They don't make for a good combination. That's why, you want to make your last meal before 7 p.m., preferably around 5, maybe 6. If you happen to miss dinner, I say a nice cup of green tea, and you'll be fine. And I know many of you are saying, like, is he crazy? A cup of tea before bedtime? Dinner should not be your largest meal. Your largest meal should be breakfast. Second largest, lunch. Dinner should be the lightest, smallest meal of your day. Because the sugars that are in a lot of the foods in which you eat, and many of you are unaware, and it's disguised under high fructose corn syrup, it will be given different names, even if you read the ingredients. But to eat dinner and there's like sugar in the foods in which you're eating and you're unaware of it, it's going to mess with your sleep. And then a vicious cycle is going to be created as a result, because as you get poor sleep, you wake up, you need energy. What are you going to reach for? Sugary foods. And this cycle is going to continue. And the more your sleep is disrupted, the more sugar you're going to need. Because guess what? When you're tired, the more junk food you are going to eat. Understand something. Health is wealth. The wealth is not in the supermarket, in the junk food aisle. The colorful box or processed food aisle. A good aisle that's full of wealth is the produce section. Section of the supermarket where the leafy green vegetables and the fruits are. And then the aisle that has water, bottled water. That's the area of the supermarkets where the wealth lies. Okay? And along with that, the wealth is not in the stock market. It's not in the bank. It's not in the safe. It's not in your pocket. It's not in your purse. It's not under your mattress. It's not in the shoebox in the closet. And it's not under the doghouse in the backyard. It's in you. But understand something. You see, consuming sugar, it activates this reward, this sense of reward circuitry in your brain, which is a complex web of hormones related to both metabolism and hunger. So when you eat sugary foods, your brain then releases this pleasure hormone called dopamine. Guess what? Does it sound like this vicious cycle created an addictive pattern similar to drug addiction? Think about it for a second. This hormone, dopamine, that I spoke of, that the brain releases in response to pleasure, and that's eating sugar, consuming sugar. These reward pathways, these dopamine reward pathways in the brain that are affected by sugar are also the dopamine activated reward pathways that are affected by drugs, alcohol, and even addictive behaviors such as gambling. Many individuals are unaware of that. Now, over time, poor sleep, along with eating foods that are saturated with sugars and you're unaware of it can mitigate the effectiveness of various hormones and hormonal responses throughout the body, including leptin and ghrelin. And leptin basically lets you know, all right, I've had enough to eat. Ghrelin's responsible for regulating your metabolism. But when you're not getting a good night's sleep and you're eating these bad foods, it also interferes with insulin's ability to regulate your blood sugar, because insulin's a hormone as well. This is why it pays to see an acupuncturist, because this problem, as far as, let's say, sleep, as well as your desire for sugar and much more, your acupuncturist or an acupuncturist or Acupuncture Is My Life can deal with that, can help you through that process. Readjust your sleep pattern where you can get a good night's sleep. Get to the bottom as to what's disturbing your sleep. Let's say in this case, sugar. Diet relative abdominal acupuncture. You see, consuming sugar with it disrupting your sleep, it also creates low-grade inflammation, chronic inflammation, which contributes to disease. And understand something, the sugar that you're addicted to now changes healthy bacteria within the gut. Now your immune system is being affected. Because chronic inflammation can also negatively impact a person's sleep. So there's many tentacles here that's at play. Which is why I say over and over, along with seeing your physician on an annual basis, make regular wellness visits with your acupuncturist. Make regular wellness visits with your acupuncturist. Just understand some chronic inflammation ultimately makes for a very painful internal environment because it creates stiffness in the joints, as well as it impedes your ability to either fall asleep or stay asleep, and it also increases your level of stress hormone called cortisol, stimulating alertness, and voila, you're screwed. You won't be getting a good night's sleep once again. And see, acupuncture addresses all of this. You see your physician. You get annual blood work done. They're going to notice your inflammation markers are higher than they should be. They're going to sit and talk with you about that. And you're also going to bring your blood work to your acupuncturist. You're also going to sit with your acupuncturist, and they'll diagnose you in accordance to the way a patient is diagnosed by an acupuncturist. And make adjustments to nourish your middle jiao, which consists of your spleen and stomach. Re-regulate, rebalance, and re-establish harmony between qi and blood, so that you can go back to enjoying life again. But this can't happen unless you make acupuncture a part of your life. Because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?